Hello YouTube and welcome to this next video in the VB tutorial. In this video you're going to learn how to create your first Visual Basic application. This video assumes you've already worked out how to install Visual Studio. It's quite a simple process, and you're running either 2012 or 2010 because they're quite similar, or 2013 is due to be released soon, so maybe even that. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to firstly meet the start page. So here you have all your tutorials and news feeds, but we're only interested in this bit here, the new project. So the first project we're going to make is going to be for Windows, and it's going to be a Windows Forms application. If you're running Windows 8, then this will be quite a bit different, but it's quite easy to work out. So you have to choose a name for your application. We're going to make a basic project, maybe a message box machine. So let it just create the project. Now this is the first thing you get once you've make a VB application. So the windows you want to see are the toolbox, the Solution Explorer and properties. They're the ones you're interested in. You can get all these by clicking View, and you have them all here. Toolbox, toolbar, all the different things, Solution Explorer, all the different things you need. So we're going to start by looking at the properties and setting the text of the form to message box machine, and that changes the text of the form. Now using these little squares here, we're going to resize the form to about this size. Next we're going to add a label, and this is all just setting up the form, and we're going to call it, what should we call it? Message. We're going to add a text box by scrolling down here again and adding a text box out of the toolbox. Make it a bit bigger, put it there. All we need now is a button, and we're going to put it there. You can change the text of the button to create. Now, don't make the mistake I did when I started off Visual Basic. The text and the name are two different things completely. Don't change the name in this project. You'll find out how useful ways of changing names in the future projects. So for now, let's put some code into this. So double click your create button. It creates a bit of code here telling Visual Basic what to do when the button's clicked. Right now there's nothing, so you have quite a few options. You have if you do an apostrophe, you get the comment section. Now comment code doesn't get viewed by the compiler, so you can type whatever you want here and not get an error message. So if you want to make a comment telling you what this does, you can, because it will help you when you come back and look at this project later on. So I'll say button click event. Now this is where you have to do this. So we're going to create a message dialog. So there's a simple way of doing that in VB. msgbox, and then in brackets type in text box 1.text. Now let's test this code, see what it does. So if you type anything into your text box and click create, the message box machine says the message, but this isn't very advanced yet. So in this video we're going to teach you how to do one more thing. Right, so we're going to insert two radio buttons, so scroll down to radio buttons and change the text on them. On radio button 1, change the text to info, and radio button 2, change the text to critical. So now we're going to change this code. Double click the button again. Now we're going to get rid of this bit of code here, and we're going to insert an if statement. An if statement is basically a way of saying if something's true, then do this, otherwise do something else. So you type one by typing if. So in this case it's radio button 1 we want to check. We need to check if it's been checked, so we've dot checked equals true. You have to type it then and click enter, and as you can see the end if is already put there for you. Type in msgbox text box 1 dot text comma space VB information close bracket. Now we're going to type else msgbox text box 1 dot text comma VB critical. So now if you compile your code again, you have these options here. If you click this button and nothing is checked, then you're going to get critical because that's not checked, and we can fix that later on. So info creates an info dialog, and critical creates a critical dialog. If you want to fix the error we had earlier, where it says else, change it to else if radio button 2 dot checked equals true. One more thing we're going to do, click on your form 1, click on info, and in your properties set the checked set checked to true. So this way there has to be something selected. So when we recompile this, one of them selected. Right, thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe. Oh, and sorry about recording in Bandicam. Recently my Hypercam's not been giving me more than 5 FPS, and Bandicam's giving me 30, so this is only a temporary solution and I'll fix it shortly. Thanks for watching, bye.